Colonel Goad came in and he told you he didn't like the smell of it.
He didn't like the smell of it. And he said, now man, he said, I'll tell you what, he said, all you need to take with this is take a little something like K rations, take a couple boxes of that and put it in your bag. He said, take plenty of grenades, take plenty of phosphorus grenades. Now phosphorus grenades, you don't know what they are. They're black, they're about that big around. And they're about that tall. We got a poke pin up, get up here and throw it.
You have that.
Yeah, in Vietnam, yes.
But when I'll tell you what now, that'll make a tall turkey when they get a spot of that on burning, because it goes right through them.
And you can't use water.
Nothing. Well, I had 6 of those in I got my cross bag, put me 6 of them nice row here, and I had about 4 or 5 grenades hanging on me. I had close to 400 rounds of ammunition in one. Had a bandolier going around, I would hold it down. But it wasn't nothing to do with 2 canteens of water. And I got my 2 packs of K rations stuffed in my, I had a little pack, got the dog rolls gone. Just had it back. Now, not the, you got a different one in Vietnam. You didn't have a dog roll. You pull a strap out and the roll falls out. See, when you go into combat, you have everything there until that, because this got your socks and all your goodies back there.
I was mechanized infantry. I didn't have to worry about
Well,
that.
that's it. I was thinking I was right at 2 cylinders. Sometimes I think they need overhaul. They're knocking out for like oil. But
Y'all went on in and hit.
you went in.
Cistern.
Now that was, boy, that was a ticket. Everybody knows. Keep quiet now. Be quiet. Make sure it doesn't rattle. We moved into the Mussolini Canal. And the Mussolini Canal went right up until the Cisterno. And the way the canal was designed, it was a ditch like this up pretty high. It was a fairly, I say probably, might have been some spots as wide as this, but most of it from here about that they wide going through there. And it leads down to the sea when it dumps the water into the water. Because it's a flat ground, all that draining water goes in it. We lined up in that ditch, and all of us moved real slow. The 1st and the 3rd, the 4th battalion, we keep in reserve at our back door. They don't move nowhere until they're pretty sure we're in pretty good. And once they hear a fire, then they move in to help us. It's kind of like a spring. You put it in and boy, bam, you come in for extra people. Well, we moved on to that, and we walked around and soda, talking, smoking cigarettes. We just hit a German plane, hit them up there banging around on a tank. We said, oh man. And no matter where we went, there were Germans everywhere. They're just right under them. And then the Germans didn't always even coming to them. Well, we got all the way in, and at about 4:30 in the morning, it was getting the crack of daylight around. You can see it starting coming up. And we said, now where I was at, I'll say I was about probably, from after I was captured, I figured I was maybe a quarter of a mile from the edge going into Cisterno. Now there was a company ahead of me, so there was another company that was ahead of me, so if I was there, that company was already in Cisterno, or right on the gates of it. And a lot of them had little pink fences around, and some of them had concrete buffers in there. And the fields, where the field they cleaned it all, maybe the rocks or whatever, but they had a rock pile. where I come in contact and went into the Germans. First we went in, as we went there, I come up out of the ditch, there was a road going across the sternum like that. Here we come. Now there was a slough going up out of the ditch where it drained. It had a drainage ditch. It's about that high like that on the edge of the road. All the stuff drained down in the Mussolini Canal. Okay, I got into that. In front of me was a sergeant and two other guys, and I was the next. I was four in that one group. And we crawled in up the ditch, going up the ditch. And We got about, I think, probably 800, maybe 800 feet or so. And we heard, here comes the motorcycle. We still wasn't broad daylight, just keep moving up. He went across and took up, went on. First thing I hear, and I said, oh, I ducked down the damn ditch. And here comes the guy there, and like one of the Volkswagen, 4 people sitting there with open candles sometime, and 2 of them was laying back there sleeping. And this guy in front of him, he got up, he comes off the bridge, and stops. Gets out, and he's got a crank in his hand. I wonder, what the hell is he doing? And crank, and he walked down towards the bridge, and looked around on the ground. He might see something, I don't know what he's seen, but he didn't look. If he looked over the other side, he would have seen nothing but Rangers bound through there. But he didn't. He just come up and looked around the ground, and then he come back with a hand, through the hand. By that time, we had two Indians from Oklahoma in the Rangers. Well, the boys didn't know what the heck hit them. So they killed this guy that was cranking, put him back in it, and put him back, set him up back in the Jeep. It's like I said there, and just kind of pushed it over to the side, so it's kind of like he's like this. I can't sleep while we're resting, like it's asleep, but it's all dead now. It's sitting there like that. So here comes this darn motorcycle come down the road. And eased over where I just eased over. He was still going, dup, 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 dup. That's the last time he ever, she died right there. So now I pushed the damn motorcycle over the back, just let the Jeep sitting right there. We didn't move nothing. Kept on moving up ahead. See, we didn't want to fire no rounds whatsoever. We keep from it. We got up to this building on the left-hand side of the road, and they sent me to he told me, he said, you go over here on this side of the building, go to the back. In case they come out the back. He said, try not to shoot if you can help it. I said, well, how the hell? What good am I going to be there if I can't shoot him? He says, no. Well, about the time we got to the house and got in it, got about 25 Germans out of it. Started going a war, started breaking up all around it. Firing the machine guns and everything, and pretty boom. Then you heard these Weevil waffles, they're 6-barrel mortars on a cradle here. Boy, D Company caught it. They got caught over it, and they just saturated that field. Man, that's the overlapping hole. You ain't got no chance of a run or nothing. You had it. It's more concussion type, but it's shrapnel to it from it. They was catching it. And when this started happening, I said, well, I wonder if I would go. I done passed the house. I said, I wonder if I would go back to the house. No, I better see it here. And then every now and then, shell them sail because it exploded. Not too far away, close by. And it hit the house. One shell hit the house. And I said, I better stay away from there. And I was trying to figure out just where I can get a good solid place so I can fight. And about this time, I see a whole line of trucks coming. Man, there's a whole bunch of them coming. Well, there's about the sergeant and that total of us 4. We moved on that, we moved back. The guy that owned that farm that had a wall like built along here, but now this is, I say, probably 15 feet from the road, but the road is open. The trucks come down like that, just come along slow, and the guys are standing up like wood standing up inside. They're packed in there. They're moving on down there talking, and the noises are digging. He didn't know where he was at. So they let him get almost to the bridge, and then the guy lobs a phosphorus grenade over into the first truck. And that same thing applied all going down the road. Yeah, we run out there, and before the Germans knew what was going on, they were trying to see what was going on, throw the phosphorus grenade at the trucks. And these guys were screaming and hollering and trying to come out, and of course, he had white spots all over and burning. And as they come out, we shoot them. They had no choice, either burn or get shot. It's the easy way to get shot. So we shoot them as fast as they come over the truck. And they was coming out of 6 trucks, roughly. Out of the 6 trucks that came down that we had lined up. Every one of them truck caught fire and burned. Not only that, but the people didn't get on them trucks. We shot every one of them. And we didn't give no, we didn't cut no slack. Because we figured we was in for it. We figured, four of us, we figured we was gonna die anyway. You know, when you're in a situation like that, you figure, well, but just calm, just like you and I sitting here, doesn't make you got a good cocker ready to blow my brains out, and doesn't matter. I don't know how to explain this to you, but you don't, you just lose it. You lose it, and you want to fight, but you can't. What are you going to fight with? A club. You've had it. Then when I got captured, it was, I was on one side of the road, and I looked across the field, and these guys out there, boy, it was pathetic. They'd shoot a ranger that was trying to get across the field, or trying to get out, maybe he's already wounded, and he falls down. And I seen one guy, that guy with an M1 Garand attacked a tank. They shot him to pieces. But he was trying to they'd shoot him down, and he'd get up and try to go, and then they'd run over him to make sure he was dead. And he just don't know. And I got up from this side, I got on this side of the road, that building on this side of the road, but I was up above it. I got up here and I run. I got here to run to get out here because there were a lot of shells were falling around close to me. They were trying to get, because there's some trees like growing here, and they figured we'd be behind the trees, they were going to drop some shells down. So I ran over this side of him. By the time I got over, about halfway over there, boom, and it rolled down over the side of the other side. I slid down, and then trying to, and somebody got up on my head. It was pulling my head up. They said, "Are you all right? Are you all right? All right?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "Where's my gun? Where's my gun?" And he said, "You don't need a gun." Now it's daylight. Now it's broad daylight. I said, "You don't need a gun." I said, "Well, where?" They pointed like that to me. He got out of there. Here comes two Germans down with the sliders, walking down the bank towards us. Walked up to how the hole, loose. Put my hand on top of it, up there.
Was everybody surrendering right then?
No. It took, I say it probably was a good 15 hours before the act. You could hear what the burp, 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 burp. But there was no more big fire. It stopped.
But you all surrendered then?
Yeah, we surrendered then. When he said, hand the hoe, and the guy got you with a slicer on you, you ain't got anything to do. You got choice. If you think you got guts enough, if you ain't got no bullets for him to hit him with a club. So the only theory I had in my head, I said, well, what the hell's the difference? I could come to the conclusion that it doesn't make no difference. And when a guy come right up to me, and the two of them, now the tank commander was up there, had his hats open, and he was standing up there, and he was watching us. He come down there, and the first guy, this guy that held my head up was a captain. I didn't know that. Didn't know who he is. I've asked all the guys that I rangers that was around the area that I was in. I said, "Did you know about any captains that was captured down there?" No. But by golly, I said, "Something's funny." And I said, "I know I wasn't pipe dreaming either."
They were gathering some of you all.
Yeah, in my group, after I got put up on the road. Let me tell you the end of this part here. This is pretty good. They come down there and they walked up to him. And he said he was much taller than I was. He was going like that on his hand up, and he unzipped his jacket. We had these tanker jackets. There was elastic coming around here, and he got slapped in here, and he zipped up here. He unzipped it down here. When he did, his jacket fell off, and he had railroad tracks on here. And soon he spotted the railroad tracks. He told me in German, he says, "Ich habe Sie eine Offizier." Schießen? The commander hollered. He said, "Kein Schießen nicht." Boy, that's this way he put it. "Kein Schießen nicht." I mean, don't you shoot. Eine Offizier, du haben Sie. You got an officer here. And he, yeah. That needle went over me. Unzipped my jacket. I'm not. Finger move. But I had a 45 sitting in my cousin who I picked up. he took it, pulled back up. One shell fell out, it threw it on the ground. Just all I had one shell in. So it took me, and same thing, he asked the same guy there and thing to him. He told him, he said, he's out and sold out in the house. He says, like sheets of y'all, 9 kind of sheets. And again, boy, this time he was fitting in, he called him a dumber ass, a dumb ass. He called him a bunch of words. Yeah, boy, I said, boy, he's pissed off at him. And the guy said, told him to move up. And got up in front, and I wondered, now why in hell didn't he shoot me? He was shooting the other guys. Why? And he told this guy too at the same time when he told shoot me, he said, don't do it. I found out later what he told him. Some of the words, I couldn't catch what he meant, the word. When he was telling him that I was this officer's valet. I took care of his uniform and shined his shoes, and he don't shoot the enlisted men as a servant to the officer. It took me years to figure out what it was, but I found out. And so I was lucky. Then it went down the road, we walked down the road, and I seen a mail clerk from Baker Company. He had an arm, it was just hanging a little bit, meat hanging out, and the blood was going like that. It was pumping out. And turned around, the captain turned around to us and said, he told me in English, and he said, my friend is dying, blood coming from him. I want to help him. He goes, go ahead. Went over there and picked him up and brought him back up. And I was trying to hold him. He had him on one side, he was getting covered in blood. I was getting two. He had that big stalk holding it. We must carry him maybe 800-900 feet or so. And he just got lit. Finally, he just died. And we kind of dragged him away. He wouldn't move his leg anymore. He just died, so we just set him down the side. And then they put us, the officers, they didn't. They put us in a square, and a guard told us, and a lot of the guards would speak pretty fair English. They told us this, okay, 20 minutes in here, 10 here, and 10 here. If one of you escape, run. Run, all of you die. This is saying, one run, you all die. Now they meant that now. They wasn't no joking about it.
Did they know you guys were Rangers?
I don't think so, because we didn't run around with Ranger patches and say who we were. We kind of kept our mouth a little shut there. No, they didn't. But they had the officers. I mean the orders were down there was annihilate us, kill every one of us, not to take no prisoner. But they didn't. The officer, believe it or not, the German officers still had respect for the fighting men. Now the fighting men we were fighting against were Polish in the German army. Now these are Panzer. They were Panzer outfit and Hermann Gorn. Both the Hermann Gorns, paratrooper and tank corps that they had brought from Paris time to fight us. And it was more coming in all the time. We didn't know all this. And they took us from there. They took us. We stayed there most of the day, and we one shot of white phosphorus, or whatever it was, smoke, come over from our end, come over and exploded. That's all I ever heard of. Somebody had called in a fire order to open fire right in on top of us. We would have accepted that. Different chances, but it didn't do it. Then
You
rounded us up.
You moved on up to Rome, and then
Well,
the parade you through Rome.
No, they didn't move right off the bat. They put us 3 days in a streetcar. Where streetcars go across and they reach them up, deep pit, because a lot of it dropped, when they dropped down to the bottom, they had to scrape up, dig up the root stuff on the bottom. So they had a kind of a board like that, but you still had about a 10-foot reach. If you wanted to get out, you couldn't get out unless we could have got out by standing on top of one another and get out. But they told us if you try to come out, it just shoot you. Said, if you try to come out, you raise your head up on it, we'll shoot you. And they did have machine guns at the top when we come out. But it did take us out. We went with a little ladder deal. On top of the little truck took it to Rome. And in Rome, we walked from one end to the other end. I got pictures of that. I got the film of that. The Germans, like the old Pathé News, remember? And they took pictures of it, showing us getting off a truck, out there marching. They said they captured a ranger. No, how did it? They didn't say. We embarrassed the ranger division by capturing them. Well, they didn't know. They no such thing as a ranger division. So I wish it would. It wasn't.
They captured Colonel Goad. Was he captured?
No, he was sent back in. Generals don't get captured. Colonels don't get captured. Only the poor suckers get captured. Get shot, get killed, get mutilated. No, the officers don't do that. Are you joking?
Tom was an officer.
Yeah, but he probably,
He got wounded.
well, he got too close. Usually the officers go the other way when he's right. I'll be right back.
I was a Ford observer, artillery Ford observer.
See, he was looking for it. And he goes, I know he's too old here. God, don't punch him out. But they took Marx's Germany and put us on trucks, and boy, from there on, they sent us up to Florence, Italy. Boy, no food. Man, it was getting rough. After a couple, 3 days, your belly will begin to growl. And after about 5 days, it really howls. And about 6 days, you're ready to gnaw logs if you can find it.
In other words, those 2 packages of K-rations were gone.
The Germans got them. Of course, they got those cigarettes in them.
Oh.
You didn't have, you didn't have a luxury. They shook you down. They take most of it. Now, a lot of stuff, money. A lot of guys said, some of the guys had $300, $400, $500 on them. But they ain't no count. Using the toilet paper. Because they ain't good for nothing. You can't buy nothing with it.
Well, okay, you moved on in. Where did you take you?
Florence, Italy.
Yeah.
Okay, they kept us up there approximately, I estimated about maybe 25 days. The latter part of February.
Yeah.
So I'm saying probably around the 25th of February, somewhere in that range. But during that period of time, boy, we was hurting for food. I mean, we was hurting. They give us, every third day, they give us about these little square pieces of flour stomped out. It was a little square, like a cracker. You put soup. That's really what they were for. But they give us 5 of them. What are you going to do with them now? You ain't got enough to eat but water. If you gobble them all down right now, you ain't got nothing. So if you put them in a can, a tin can, put them in there and let them swell up, and you could drink the solution. That's what I done. But they still didn't eliminate it. So we looked around. That Australian, English, and some colonial troops had their POWs there under the Italians. And the Italians let them have victory gardens. So along the buildings, where the sun would hit it, they were still old radishes that was pulpy. But they were there, still the core, still there. And then around there, a lot of grass growing. They had like a little peanut-like deal around. You take them, clean them up real good, until you get a big handful of them, and you put them in a can. They get scattered around for leeks, wild onions. Cut them up, put them in it, and you're making yourself some soup. You just need a little bit of meat if you can find it. Yeah, that got me scared. But I got with a Gurkha, one who wore turbans, and he come with me. I had one of them GI scars, big old woolly ones, put around the neck. I took it around the neck, and he come with me. poor guy had his shoes, but he didn't have no socks. It was cold, boy. It was cold up there in the winter. And he looked at that scarf. He called to me. He says, I make you a pair of hand shoes, gloves. I said, how? He said, I need socks in my feet. My feet cold. I thought, I ain't gonna do that. He said, you got this here. So I figured, well, for the other one, I'll go ahead and give him this scarf. So I watched him. He had done that whole day and made a big old ball of yarn. And he went somewhere, back in the barracks. First thing come out, I see him around where the stones were. He's going like this. And he's making knit the sticks, making a knit, so he can knit with it. And I see him go, man, he looked like a machine when it got there. And he said, boy, man, he made a pair of socks. Got me a pair of gloves that fit over, didn't go way up here, but they fit around my hand, for my hands. I had them, he had the sock, and he still had a pretty good ball. I told him, I said, I got this here. I said, I can't find nothing else. And he went out and found some kind of, looked like a root like there, but I don't know what the heck it was. But anyway, it ate good. He put that in there. He goes over there where the Germans had their kitchen. And told me, come on. He said, cat. He said, American rabbit? Yeah! Well, buddy, we ate high on the cob that night. Boy, that was God, man, that was the best I ever ate. But it's like a rabbit. You didn't escape from Florence? No. Yeah. 2 guys escaped, 2 guys died.
Okay. Where'd you go from Florence?
All right, from Florence, they come in there, and it took us up to a rail. They marched us about 5 miles to a railhead. They put us in a boxcar, 40 by 8 boxcar. All right, they put about 40 of us in there. No heat, one bucket of water, and 1 bucket that you use for toilet. Now, you stop and figure 48 men.
Yeah.
We had about 40 in there, and that little bucket, it ain't nothing. And you didn't have hardly room to even sit down. And we didn't know how long we were going to be in there. Before we got on it, they gave us a piece of bread, and the old guy had a big old long piece of meat there, and they gave us a chunk of meat. He gave a piece of bread, and this is going to last you. We didn't know how long. Anyway, each one of them had a little something. Well, after being so hungry for so dang long, they give you that. You think you're going to keep it for 2 days? No way. You're going to eat that. You ain't going to gobble it down. You're going to try to make it stretch, but you're going to eat it. So you eat all your ration. Well, a few days later, your stomach, first you ain't had nothing. Now you want to put some food in. It's going to do 2 tricks on you. You're going to get locked up like a rock, or you're going to get dysentery. So you ain't got much choice. So going up there, a lot of guys turned into dysentery. Then we had some guys escape. There's 1 boxcar over then. Now, Ed Figbaum escaped out of there. He made it. He got in with the partisans. And finally, when the Anzio beachhead fell and they moved forward, then he moved over into the American lines. And then he come back home. Because he was in pretty bad shape when he got back. A couple other guys, well, I know, another one, Ken Markham, he escaped.
Yeah, Ken Markham.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he escaped. He went out to the floor and sing like the rest of them. And they have to be very careful because you don't get run over a railroad, or a wheel and running. You got to watch the speed, and you got to know how to swing clear of it. Because you get down over there, you got to, so you roll away from the wheels. I was back up in a corner to see what was going on. I wanted to get up there and get up like the rest of us. We had a few guys that they got hit, concussion mainly, and some of them they did say that You know, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna, boy, you wanna, you wanna put him out of his misery in a way sometimes. But yeah, things like that going on.
That's when, is that the same way you got out?
No, I didn't get out there, I didn't escape there. No, I went all the way to, but what they done when they got to a little town up there about, we rode for about another 6 or 7 hours, and the train stopped at a town, and when they did, they'd go back checking the wall, and I'm standing there against the whole of boards. And when they hit the bottom of it, got in there, I'm standing there with a butt hanging out. And oh boy, it took us out of it, and took the shoes away from us. Shoes and our socks. Now, boy, then they put us back in the car. But not in that car, they put us in the steel one, you can't get out that one. I got into that, and boy, my feet, whew. And so when I got up in 7A, in Lewisburg, that style, that lager style, and my feet were there. But then, my feet had swole real big. They got up there, they had some stuff, I don't know what it was, in a bucket, looked like axle grease. And the English guy come and paintbrushed the paint on my foot, both my feet, covered it off. He said, now buddy said it's gonna hurt, probably hurt real bad for a couple hours. But if it works for you, he said, and it stops burning and starts feeling cool, he says, you're gonna be all right. You can be all right, you won't lose your feet. But now, if it doesn't, you don't have that cessation, you're in some big trouble. And mine did all mine done after mine started coming down, so I lost my toenails. All of them came off, but they go back. And so far my feet is, in fact, my toes are kind of screwed up, but otherwise I'm okay. Then from there, they kept us there, they gave us rations. They give us English rations, and they give us some, I think I got one English, and they got one American. The Americans had 5 packs of cigarettes in it. That's like having, giving you a piece of gold, because cigarettes you can buy. You can barter with a German soldier or anybody, guard in them. Then cigarettes is something. And that's the way I worked it. I kept my cigarettes, and boy, first thing I done when I got that, I took I took a powdered, big tin, a 1 pound tin of powdered milk. I got me some water, and boy, I stirred it up and made me a pudding, you know, a can of powdered milk, and I dumped half a box of sugar cubes, and then stirred it up real good, and dumped some oatmeal in it. They had a little round tin of oatmeal in a can. I dumped that in, stirred that up real good. I said, boy, I'm gonna have something good here to eat. And putting all the garden in, they had a 1 pound tin of, I call them dog biscuits, about that big around, and about that thick. You can break them up and put water on them. Man, they'll swell up. They don't end what they'll swell up to. But you break it up, put that in there, and stir it up until you get it just about right, and you eat it. Oh, my stomach was like a wildcat. I took that stuff. I ate it, boy, before I had all that night. My stomach was giving me hell. And I had to go to the toilet until the next morning. I went up there and I couldn't do nothing. Oh, I had to go through all the house and see I had to bore a hole somewhere and let it out one side or the other. The tubing wasn't working right. And look at the rest of these guys, and they're all raising heck because their valves weren't working. And some of them was half. Oh, it was something you wouldn't believe. And anyway, I finally managed to go, but my colon, what do you call it, what I passed out, and that thing, when it come down, it dumped it, but it left this thing hanging down out of my record account. The English guy told me, he says, oh, mate, he says, I can fix that. He was a medics. He said, I can fix that. He says, you got my shirt on? I said, yeah, I got my shirt on. He said, well, you got an undershirt? I said, yeah, I got an undershirt. He said, take it off. I took it off. He said, I'll get you another one. So I took it off, and he tore it up, and he made me a knot, and pushed my hair back up in there like it tied me up, and it hold it up in there. And he says, try to keep from going to talk for a few days. This will be all right. He said, take a little while, but he said, it'll be all right.
Me.
And it worked. You were right. It worked. But I was a mess.
When did you escape, though?
I escaped. I went from there to 2B Hammerstein. At 2B Hammerstein, I went from there to 2B Hammerstein. They put me out. I was there for about a week, and they put me out on a detail. The Russians were down at typhus. And they and the guy from the 41st, 45th Division was put on a detail to push a, it's like this table here with a great big set of wheels here. And things like that on the side, like you got handles on both sides. It's about this high. If you tilt it like that, or about this way. And you can put 10 bodies on it. Just lay them up and then lay out. You put head, tail, back forward, and you put 10 bodies on them and take them down to the end down there, dump on a hole. Open pit, they buried them, and we were doing that. And some of them we took over there. They was their eyes. When you pick them up, they're still limp. You put them on the thing. See, because the Germans didn't tell you what this one, put it down. I said, no, can't talk. They're not dead. Pull it. The boy started poking around you do it. Put it up. Put it on there. Go to the next. Do the next one. If the rigor mortis doesn't set in, no problem. Put them up, slide them up, put them on your cart, load it up, put a piece of rope on there so they won't fall off, take them down there, dump them. Go get another load. You can get about 120 bodies a day. I stayed down there for about 3 or 4 days. I got 3 or 4 days. And they took him out. He says, come on, he says. One morning, he said, I said, I'll go back to see my buddies. He was 9. And kept telling something about going on a bower, going to a bower near the farm. And I didn't know what he was talking about. The guy had a bower. I didn't know that in German. And I found out later that's what he's talking about. And took us out and delivered to the farm. This man, this other guy, and then put us in that working commando. And I had to chop wood and thrash wheat because they don't have a compound like we do. They had to put it in a barn and put it in it, and they thrashed all winter long. And same thing, put potatoes over potato fields. And I worked driving horses, putting harnesses on the horses, rubbing the horses down, all that. Because I was kind of light. They didn't weigh about probably 110, 115 pounds. I was kind of skinny. And so when it comes June, I see my opportunity. They set me out there to go take care of the horses about 4 o'clock in the morning. I took care of the horses. I'm gone. So wagons were traveling, convoy of refugees. I just got mixed in with them. Yeah.
You walking?
Well, I was just walking along with them, just like, nobody paid no attention to me. And I walked all that day, and that evening, nobody stopped searching that place, that convoy or nothing. They didn't pay them. I didn't see no soldiers speak of, not me. And we pulled into one place and got there and went over there and talked to a German there. He says, I was asking where I talked about Essen. I said, feel hungry. I said, kind of Essen. He said, oh yeah, I got that. He pointed out to where soup bowl, where they have a big wagon with 2 wheels, farm did it. And I got a piece of bread, and I got a chunk of bread and soup. I sat down and ate eggs on that and kind of dozed off to sleep. And everything seemed to be going along pretty good. I thought, wow, this is pretty good thing. Yeah, it didn't last long. I got picked up. I don't know who turned me in or what. I go again. This time I went to the woods to work. And this time I was working on cutting. I didn't cut no logs, but a hog. Because I could drive, I knew about horses. I could drive, what we do, we take a 30 or 40 foot log, great big round log, put a set of wheels back and set it in front. And you hook it, would change like one. And then the hog was sawmill. And I don't know, I stayed on that for sometime in late July, I say probably around about the 20th of July, is when I took off from there. And the next time I got caught, it was rough. That time, what happened there was, I had came back, I had found a boat, I was trying to get on a boat, but I had to have something to eat, so I went up and get potatoes. And they had these meters out in the field, what they call potato, put them out there for seed potatoes. You go out there, they got straw and dirt over top of them. Now, as long as they stay in that straw, they don't sprout out and all that, they just stay nice and dry. And they just lay there, and you go get potatoes out as you need them. And I spotted this thing, I thought, well, I'm going to go out there early in the morning, I'm going to get me some. So I went out there early in the morning, even before daylight. Made my way out there, I'm down there digging up, open the hole up and got my head up in the hole, my jacket full, I'm loading my jacket full. And from out of nowhere, this cat, I don't know where he comes from. He said, "Foster, through market." I said, "Oh, Bishop Cattell, how does he feel hunger?" "That's for more," he said. You know, you can't take them, it's forbidden. And then, boy, he started yakking away, and I said, "You look good, man, that's kind of innocent." And he said, "March." My hand march. I walked about, oh, God, probably about 4 kilometers. That damn old horseback, he'd ride a horse. Great big old guy with a green, kind of a greenish looking uniform, and he had an old, looked like a World War I hat on, and I know it was a World War I rifle he's carrying, and a big old long-legged horse. And the funniest part was, to me, was the guy was old. He was real old, because he kept talking about Wilhelm's army. You know, I said, "Oh yeah. I was talking to him in German, said back and forth. Now I can't. I told him my German is kind of, they call it slick, a little bit slick, but I speak Plattdeutsch. It's a regular everyday farmer in Germany. And I told him that I had worked. Told this guy I had worked in France, and my home was in southern France, and I got just give a whole long story on the thing. It was funny to me. I look at it now. But anyway, he turned me over to police, and then that is where I really got it. They asked me if they didn't German, they asked me in German, I told them, I don't speak no German. I would spoke my mouth, because the guy that brought me there, he done laughed. And I would say nothing in German. The guy was trying to sit there, and he kept pointing his finger at me. He said, "Spy, spy." And I thought, ooh, no. Let's shoot you about for that. Anyway, just out of the clear blue sky, that come up there and hollered at me as a spy. Somebody hit me from the back of my head, and it hit me pretty very hard. And boy, I seen stars, but you know, next time I got another clap. I don't know what. From then on, I don't know what happened. I know I woke up on the floor in a cell back here, in a little jail, and boy, I hurt so bad everywhere. I believe where it hit me in the face, I had a shirt all bloody up. I was a mess. And they kept me there for 2 days on the latter part of the early part of the third day. They come in there, and an officer came in, and he told me to take my shirt off. I pulled my shirt off, and he looked. I didn't have the rifle burns, there were parachutes. And he said, no. He said, he was a prisoner of war. I just got to speak pretty good English. He was in charge of a whole bunch of camps. And he said, no. He told me, he says, "You probably going to get shot." And he says, "I don't know." He said, "I can take you to my superiors." And he told him, dancing. They took me up there, and it was a bad trip. They told me they were going to shoot me, and then, no, they were going to shoot me. So they took me out, they had a hole in the ground. It was all stone inlaid bottom, and it was about 8-9 feet wide, and a good 10 feet or higher, like all inlaid stone and concrete. And the top, they had a round lid on the top of it. And the ladder went down, and when I went in, there was a ladder down. And so I went down the ladder, and he told me, he said, this is where you're gonna die, this is where you're gonna die. And I stayed there 21 days in a bucket of water. And when I came out, I didn't hardly, I remember coming out, but I had to be lifted out, put a rope around me. Two Polish soldiers, POWs, German POWs, pulled me out and took me to the railroads, and I worked on the railroads from August, September, October, November, December, January. I rolled off that into the snowbank, and then got into refugees leaving Lithuania and Estonia, go down and watch them, go down there. Got in there, got back in my wagon, and stole me some clothes, got rid of what I had. He got me some clothes and boots, food. They had barrels of just sitting in the wagon, and then boxes full of bread. I laid it back there for 2 days, just ate my gut food, but I had to get out to the toilet. So on the third day, I got out at a farmhouse, and the next morning I went out there, like I said, they had a guy who was a supervisor on every one of them. At these farms, they had these two-wheel cart, these wagons with big suitcases with fire boxes on the bottom. And I started to go by him, and he says, "Mr. Hunger?" I said, "Yeah, you Hunger." He said, "Cook." Go over there, got there, give me a big pot of soup. Had barley in it, cracked barley, and had horse meat, big chunks of horse meat in it. Boy, that was like eating steak. That was the best meal I ever had. I ate that, and I had a cup of soup, coffee, ersatz. And I got that, and there's lots of sugar in it. And he had a big old thing full of sugar. I stirred it all up together and sit down and straw. Ate that and went to sleep.
That's when you're working on the railroad, and that's when you made your way on to Odessa.
No, not yet. After that, see, when I was heading that direction, I got with some old women that wanted me to drive horses for them.
Yeah.
And I went to stay with them for about 4 or 5 days. And I was out there one evening, I looked there, well, you see the light go, you know, and if you listen real close, you can hear the thunder light. And I said, that's where I gotta go. So I got thrown me a bicycle. And boy, I hauled back and drove the road. I said, all that long, nobody even said boo. I didn't see nobody. And the next day was the same thing. I didn't see nobody on the road. I couldn't figure out, where the hell is it? But I didn't see nobody. So I got to this one house in a farm. I mean, a lot of farm buildings going along. I got tired. I said, I got to lay down and sleep somewhere. So I pulled in there and went in there and laid down on the table in the kitchen. And found me an old mattress and stuff to crawl up and made me a kind of a dance like a lay down. And I went to sleep. I slept all that night. Next morning I woke up and just like sun shining through the windows. Boy, it was nice. I wondered, where in the hell am I, you know? Looked around, my old bike was still there, and I said, well. It looks pretty good here. I said, went outside the thing, I was going to go out and sit in little beach-like things they sit outside on their window. Just sitting my butt down, I'm sitting out there, and heard a chicken clucking. I said, oh, God, chicken. Man, get me a chicken and cook it up. In the meantime, I went down and looked around an old barn, and back in the back of that old chicken laid eggs back in there, and I got that, took my hat on and picked them eggs. I said, well, hell with that chicken, I'm gonna get these eggs and we'll make me some eggs. So I got there, got real out getting pick up the last couple eggs, something punched me in my rear end. I started backing up because it'd get a little hard. I backed my butt out, and when I come out, I see 2 soldiers standing there. And he didn't say, handle hold, no, he didn't say nothing. He just kind of laughed between the 2 of them. I came back up, and I had this egg in it, and I sat down on the ground. I went to put my hand, and he looked at it, I said, plain Amerikansky. Meaning, in their language, I was an American prisoner. And then they began to laugh. listen. And I don't know if he understood English or what, but anyway, I took my eggs back up, and he took me down around the building, and I was a 2.5 ton truck with USA and a number on the down. I said, oh man, God, there must be the Americans right here, you know. It wasn't. It was Lend-Lease vehicles to the Russians and the Polish Army. That's what I got. So they took me to their headquarters, and none of them could speak no English. So they took me from there over to the Russians. And the Russians had a woman that could speak English. And they asked me a bunch of questions about what was up, where the area I'd been in, and all about how many Americans was in there. And I told them, I don't know, but there's a lot of them. That's an all prisoners of war. And then I told them that the food is very bad. I said, I didn't have to eat up there. And they said, well, how many soldiers were there? No, no soldiers, none. They're all gone. I didn't see them. And they wrote me a pass, stamped it. And when I got that pass and stamped, they told me to go to the embassy in Moscow. And I went, where the heck is Moscow? You know, when you're out in the middle of nowhere, you got a road map, you ain't got no car, you ain't got nothing. And I thought, well, that's a, well, I always lost a bicycle, but I didn't have no bicycle. But I did get a lot of a wagon. I rode a wagon for about 2 days. Had a load of toilets and stuff that they, you know, from German houses. Everything was going to Russia. Everything, bricks, stones, everything was going to Russia. And so I went made my way there to Warsaw. Got on a train in Warsaw after a bit of time, and I was told by a couple of Polish girls to go to Archangel. And when they said Archangel, I remember about the boats going into Archangel. I said, well, is that right? So I went up to a place called Minsk, M-I-N-C, Minsk. It's still in Russia. And I went across up to Minsk, and I got there, I got pulled off the car, and they looked at my paper, and go boat, you can't go this way. They kept trying to find her. The woman couldn't speak good enough English. She went and got a big hunk of ice and showed me the ice. For boat. You know, you tell me, and then it dawned on me, it's frozen. Everything's frozen up there, too cold. So they sent me back down to Kiev, Ukraine. On the way, 2 days out of Minsk, a woman was getting on the train, and I helped her put her bag on. When I helped her on there, she found out that I was American because I broke a leg, complained about my leg hurt. And she says, Belkensky, I speak in English. I found out she went to the University of Kiev back in 1937-38. She was taking, you know, when the Germans took over Ukraine, and they sent her to Germany. And when the Russians came back, she got to go back home. But she went to Kiev. And I stayed with her. From there on back, you know, about different things. She wanted to know where in the States I was from and all that. And what did we do there? So did we fight war? That's what But I made my way home through that method. But I wound up staying with her about, I think, 4 or 5 days. And then her brother told me there's boats coming in Odessa on the Black Sea. So I went from there down there, and then
that's when you saw an American.
First time I see the American flag.
That looked good to
Go down board and it looked good.
you. You started heading home.
Yeah, I didn't know, because see, when I got there, I couldn't get on the boat. The captain turned me over to the port authority, which is a lieutenant. He turned me over to the Russians. And when the Russians got through with it, they took me over and put me on a boat. All I had was a blanket around me. And that's when I came back home. When I got back home, the military police picked my butt up, and I got interrogated again. And there I was told what I seen I didn't see, and what I know I don't know. And you understand that? So never did understand that.
Anyway, you did make it back home to Baltimore, and
yeah,
That was in 45,
1945.
and that's where you got
15th of
it.
May, 1945.
Wow, what a story. Thank
And, I got,
you. got four, and we got
yeah, from there, I got out of the Army on the 28th of July, 1945. I couldn't find, I was having trouble trying to find it myself. And I re-enlisted back in the Army on the 20th of July of 45 for another 3 years. I was the 11th Airborne.
the,
All right, they sent me to Japan. And I got out of the service then on the 20th of October Army of 1948. And that was the last one.
Clarence, you have given us one of the most interesting stories we've had. And we want to, on behalf of all of us, we want to thank you for what you did for your country. And we just delighted that you gave us this afternoon for us to record it. And thank you again.
Okay.
And
You're welcome.
we're right on